This is Susanna from Active Vegetarian, and today I want to show you how to make a simple plant-based curry. Now there's really no set recipe, but I'm gonna post it on our site anyways. So basically what you want to do is start with cleaning all the vegetables, and the beautiful thing about curries is that you can use whatever vegetables you have at home or whatever vegetables you like. So today what we are doing is using celery, we're using some carrots, broccoli. Broccoli is awesome. So if you're a plant-based eater, eat tons of broccoli. Even if you're not a plant-based eater, broccoli has a tons of calcium, which is beautiful. And sweet potato or yam, because that gives any curry a really nice flavor. And of course we need some shallot, or you can use onion. We're gonna be using some awesome herbs and spices. So let's get started. So once you have all your vegetables cleaned and washed, think about 6 cups of vegetables you will need for about 4 people. You can get started with the cooking. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil into the pan. I'm going to warm it up. There we go. Once your oil is ready, nice and hot, you can test it by putting a small piece of the shallot or the onion and see if it simmers. Yeah, it's ready to go sizzles. So you're going to put the rest of your onion in there, mix it up, and turn the heat to medium. Now, the beautiful ginger. So use a grater and grate the ginger. As far as the amount, it totally depends. It's up to you. How much do you like ginger? If you've never cooked with ginger, start with a little piece, maybe like an inch, and then start adding more. We love ginger, so I'm gonna put about 3 inches of ginger in there.
Can you imagine just what it smells like from watching the video?
Mm-hmm.
It smells good.
So again, mix it up. Make sure that you don't burn it. So if you need to turn the heat down a little bit more. Time for the spices. Again, you can be creative. This recipe is going to be on our site, Active Vegetarian. I'm going to put about, I would say, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cardamom to give it a nice flavor. And I'm going to use some coriander powder, so about 1/2 teaspoon coriander. Cinnamon, because I think that every curry should have cinnamon.
It makes me think of being in Thailand with the Mossman curry.
Yeah, 1/2 teaspoon. No, let's go 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. It's gonna be
Daring.
nice. Mm-hmm.
It's so good with the sweet potato, the cinnamon.
And if you find that it's sticking to the pan, just add a touch of water. You don't need to be adding more oil. A little bit of water will do. Already smelling awesome. So let it simmer. You can cover it for about 2 minutes. Right, so after about 2 minutes of sizzling, is it sizzling? Sizzling, you can add about 1/2 teaspoon of, no, 1 teaspoon, let's go 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Because curry without turmeric is really not a curry. You have to put turmeric in there. You should end up with a nice paste here, and if you don't, just keep adding a little bit more water. You don't want it to burn. Alright, we are ready for the vegetables. So I'm going to add 1 cup of water, and then start with the most hardiest vegetable. So for me today, it's going to be the sweet potato. I'm going to add it in, mix it all up. And because this one will take a little while to cook, I'm going to cover it and cook it for about 10 minutes before adding anything else into it. If you're if you're using lemongrass, first wash it well, like any vegetable, and just peel the outer edges. You can cut the top and the bottom, which I already did, and then really the beautiful fragrant thing from the lemongrass is found on the inside. So we want to release the juices from it. And what I usually do is just take a knife and just press down on it and then chop it into smaller pieces, just like this. So again, I usually slice it through the center. Just be very careful not to cut yourself. Release the juices from it. And then press down. Again, be very mindful. And then chop it. And with those pieces, all you have to do is just put them with the sweet potatoes or whatever vegetables you're cooking. Let it simmer in there, and it gives it a really beautiful flavor. If you like Thai curries, lemongrass is a must. Do you smell it? It's beautiful. So now we're gonna add the not so hardy vegetables, so carrots and celery. They're still hardy, but they don't take as long as the sweet potatoes. So you wanna be fairly time sensitive with it, because if you cook the sweet potatoes at the same time as the celery will probably become soggy. That's not fun. All right.
So it's pretty dry consistency.
A dry consistency for now. I'm gonna add the broccoli in it too. And I'm gonna add more water, just so it doesn't burn at the bottom and it can cook. Mix it nicely. And I will add more of the spices that I have ready here. If you like spice, if you like something hot, I would put a little bit of cayenne pepper, not much, just a very little. Unless you are really into spicy stuff, then you can put more. And I'm also going to put some, I don't have a spoon. There we go. You want to put some good quality salt. So I'm using a Himalayan sea salt. And I would say about a teaspoon. I don't know, I'm not much into salt, so I'm gonna be very gentle with it. I'm not gonna put tons of it. Actually, maybe only half a teaspoon. And then if people want it more salty, they can salt it afterwards. But the vegetables give it a really nice taste. So the salt sometimes...
Spices too, you don't necessarily need it.
Salt sometimes can take over. Final part, let's put some coconut milk in there. And if you're not making your own fresh coconut milk, just make sure that you choose one that is very clean. So this one comes from a can, but all you see in the ingredients is just organic coconut and water, where a lot of them have xanthan gum and sugar and all kinds of different preservatives. So this is a good one. I like it. Chas organic coconut milk. And the beautiful thing about it is that you don't even need a can opener, because we just moved here about a month ago. We actually don't have a can opener. Uh-oh.
Busted. Now what? You gotta keep this on here. How are you gonna do it?
That's an interesting one.
Do you want MacGyver to do it here?
Let's do it. MacGyver, do it, please.
Alright, you take over.
Nikki's a MacGyver. She can do anything. There you go. That's how it's done.
If you can start it at least.
Nice job, Nikki. All right, so throw it in there. Ooh, steamy. All right, and we're gonna turn the heat all the way down to low. And mix it up. Stir it up. Okay, and the one last thing we're gonna put in there, and that's totally optional, but I like to put some either cashew nuts or some pumpkin seeds, and we don't have cashews, so we're just gonna use pumpkin seeds. So raw pumpkin seeds.
Extra protein.
Throw them in there. I would say maybe like 2-3 tablespoons. That's perfect. All right. Now you're gonna simmer it on low for another, I would say 2-3 minutes, just to warm it up through and throughout. Okay. Final step before you serve it is to remove the lemongrass, because it's really not edible. I'm pretty sure that if you tried really hard, you can eat it.
It's very chewy.
It's very chewy. It's not that great. It gives a nice flavor, but definitely you don't want to end up with it on the plate.
We're using a measuring cup because as we just moved here, we don't have a ladle yet. So
It
we're
works.
compromising.
Being minimalized. Okay, is that good?
That's perfect, thank you. I'm so hungry. Always include those greens on the plate as well. Fresh greens. And if you want this recipe for the curry, check out the link below in the description.